Today we're going to be talking about the second way to create fast results, and that's prioritizing. Because what we don't want to be doing is trying to do everything. Because what can end up happening is when we try to do everything, our brain by default wants to pick the things that probably aren't the most important. And so, what I want you to think about is when you prioritize, you can actually create faster results because you're doing the things that move you closer instead of doing some things that just kind of keep you in the same place. And so when you start prioritizing, I want you to think about what do you want to prioritize by? Because there are different markers that we might want to look at this through. And so for me, it could be like, what is fun? What is easy? What is fun and easy and going to get me the result that I want? What's the uncomfortable thing that if I do will move me closer? So starting to ask yourself a question in addition to what's the most important, but what's the most important for what? What's the most important for achieving my goal? What's the most important for having fun? What's the most important for the thing that I want to do? Because there's tons of ways to achieve your goal, but you want to be looking at it through the lens of like, what do I like to do? What do I want to do? Because when you look at it through that lens, what ends up happening is you want to keep doing it. But again, it goes back to the example like if it's swimming versus rock climbing, what might be most important? It depends on your preference. And so, really getting clear on what are your preferences, what are your markers, and then what's going to move the needle forward. And also looking at the discomfort that would get you closer. So we do want to be going through like the easy and the fun, but we also want to be going through what are the uncomfortable things that I could do that would move me forward, and then starting to take that uncomfortable action. So when you start looking at what you want to prioritize to create faster results, decide first through what lens do I want to decide what's most important. And then from there, start making your decisions and then looking at like what we talked about last time, which is like the planning. How can you start putting these things that you prioritize into your plan and then taking action from there? I'm creating a course on how to create commitment. And if you want to get on the wait list so that you're the first to know when this course launches, then go to createcommitment.com and sign up for the wait list.